In this video, we will learn how to find the Fibonacci series in Python. Let's get started. Fibonacci series is the number of series where next number is the sum of two previous consecutive numbers. And this series, it starts with default number 0 and 1. For example, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and so on. So let's see how to find out the next number in the series. As we know that we have default number 0 and 1, we added them and got the next number, that is 1. So here we are right now. And to generate the next number in the series, we need to add two previous consecutive numbers. So that is 1 and 1. And we get the next number, that is 2. Again, we add two previous consecutive numbers, 1 and 2, get next number, that is 3. Again, we add two previous consecutive numbers 2 and 3, and we get next number in the series 5. So did you notice that in each step when we find out next number in the series, we move forward with one step, right? First we added 0 and 1, then we move forward and added 1 and 1. Again we move forward and added 1 and 2. So this is the way how we can find out Fibonacci series. Let's follow this same pattern and find out Fibonacci series. First, I will define a list that will store the default number 0 and 1. Now I will define two variables that will store number. I define a variable result that will store the addition of two numbers. And now I will use the append function in Python that allows us to add number in the list. So I will add result variable to the list and print the list. Let's look at down to the list where we have got the next number in the series. That is 1. Right now the default value is stored in the variable num1 and num2, that is 0 and 1. But as we move forward and generate next number in the series, the value stored in the variable num1 and num2 will be changed. Let's generate some more new numbers in the series. As we know that we move forward in the list, right? We added right now 0 and 1. Now we need to add 1 and 1. So how to access the next number in the series? We can done this by accessing the index number of the numbers. Look at here. This is the example of Fibonacci series. And this is the index number of these numbers. So here now we need to access the next element. Means we have the 1 right now and we need to add two previous consecutive numbers. So I will add 1 and 1 to get the next number in the series. But how to access the number 1 and 1? This will be done by using the index number of the number. So I will write here index number of the number that I need to access. So number 1 is stored in the index number 1 because we know that in Python counting starts from 0 and the next number 1 is stored in the index number 2. So we got the next number 2. So let's generate some more new numbers in the series. This is the final list. Assume that we have to find out the next number in the series. So current number we have 8 and we need to find the next number in the series. So we know that we move forward with step 1. So we need to add 5 and 8, and to add number 5 and 8 we need to access the index number because index number is the only way through which we can access the number 5 and 8. Just look at here that number 5 and 8 is stored in the index number 5 and 6. So right here index number 5 and 6, and it will add the number stored in the index number 5 and 6, and we get the next number in the series. Let's find out this using iterative method, and for that I will use here while loop, where while loop will run for a number of times. So first define the number of times we want to generate the number in the series. Now define the variables that will store numbers. Now define the variable that will store the addition of two previous numbers. And now define a variable count that is 0 right now, but what it will do that it will keep tracking of the number of times we have generated next number in the series. Use here while loop and define a condition that till then count value is less than and equal to n loop runs. So print the first number, store the addition of two previous number in the variable sum. And here now first number will become second number as we move ahead with step 1, and second number will become the sum. Let's understand. Suppose we have 1, okay, and we need to find the next number in the series. So let's forget about the index number and think normally that we start normally counting from 1, right? So here when we need to find out next number from 1 in the series, we add two previous numbers. Okay, so we will add 1 and 1. So here 1, this one is what? This one is what? It is the second number in the previous term, right? 0 is at 1 and the number 1 is at number 2, right? This is how first number became the second number, and second number is the sum. How? When we added them, we got 1. So 1 is what? 1 is the actually the sum of two previous consecutive numbers here, right? So this is how the second number became the sum. And finally, we increase the value of count by 1 to keep tracking how many times we have generated new number in the series. So here default value of count is 0 right now. So it will start from 0 and it will go till number 8. And first number is right now 0 by default. And when we do the addition of two previous numbers, that is 0 plus 1, we got 1. And here first number is right now second number. So what is second number here? Second number is 1 here. So we write here 1. And what is second number? Second number is the sum. And what is sum? Sum is the addition of two previous numbers, that is 1. So we write here 1, and finally we increase the value of count by 1. So this tab will continue till then count value is less than or equal to n. Once the value of count becomes greater than n, while loop terminates and print the number of series. Let's find out now using the recursive method. So for that we will use here def function. Recursive method means where the function is being called itself over a times. So we first define the function, define a parameter n that will take input as an integer, and define here default number of Fibonacci series, that is 0 and 1. Now use here for loop along with range function to provide the number within a range, so that we can know how many times we have to generate new number in the series. Now use here default formula of Fibonacci series to find the next number in the series. So I minus 1 to access the first previous number, and I minus 2 to access the second previous number. And now use here append method to add this operation in the Fibonacci series. Now return the Fibonacci series and call the function. Finally, pass the number to the parameter. Let's look at down here. We have got the Fibonacci series. Let's understand. First, we define the n. So we define n6, that denotes the number of times we want to generate new numbers in the series. This is the list of Fibonacci series that stores the default number right now 0 and 1. And finally, we use here for loop along with the range function to get the numbers within a range. So it starts with 2 until go n minus 1. In this tab, we are using here index number, through which we can access the elements we need to add them to find the next number in the series. So here we have I. So here we have I. So what is the value of I right now? That is 2. We minus 1, and then we have I, and then we minus 2 again, and we got the value 1. So 1 is the next number in the series that we have got right now here by using the index number. So we now add this value to the list by using the append function. Now again command will come over to the for loop and follow the same procedures. And finally, when for loop terminates, it will come to the return command, where we will have the new list of the numbers. And finally, we call the function and print the list using the print function. Thank you so much for watching this video and share. Have a great day.